Dr. Jim Stewart, can you share with us the depth and the scope of the crisis that we're facing? Exactly how serious is this?
Well, I think that Dr. Singh has already talked about a lot of the crisis, but we can, of course, talk about some specifics in terms of the sea level rising, and if we do lose the Greenland ice cap and the West Antarctica ice shelf, the sea level will rise 40 to 50 feet, or 14 meters, and that will, of course, devastate many countries in the world. We're also facing a crisis relative to the droughts in some places and floods in other places, as we're well aware of. And the water crisis is becoming even worse because of the fact of the increase in the global temperature means that crops actually need more water in order to be able to grow. And so therefore, at the same time as we're getting less water, we're getting less snowfall and less opportunity to save water in the mountains, we're also needing more water. And of course, everyone is well aware of the fact that the forests are also drying out, and so we're having much more prevalent forest fires and much more intense than we ever had before. But I do want to bring a bit of hope to this situation, and that is that technology to solve the global warming crisis is here. We do not need to wait for any new technologies. As Al Gore announced last week, that the technology is available within 10 years to go 100% renewable electricity. And I recommend that you go to his website, wecansolveit.org. And the speech is there, and the details of how this plan could happen are there. Another solution, in addition, of course, to the vegetarian and veganism that we've been talking about, is organic farming. The scientists, and perhaps Dr. Galt can tell a bit more about this, but the scientists have shown that organic farming sequesters far more carbon than the normal kind of pesticide, etc., farming. And so that you really can, if we could get everybody to go organic farming, we would really save a lot of greenhouse gas emissions. The other ray of hope that I would like to present today is contained in an act that's called AB 32 in California. It's the Global Warming Solutions Act, and just a few weeks ago they came out with their proposal for the draft scoping plan. The fact that this plan is even in existence is totally inspiring, because what this plan does is it looks at all of the major global warming emissions that are happening from the entire state of California and all the 36 million people that live here and all the industries, and they have calculated how much it would require to make the reductions to get back to 1990 levels by the year 2020, which is about a 30% reduction from business as usual. And they have gone through and they have come up with a detailed proposal of how they can reach the 170 million tons per year by 2020 in terms of the reductions. And I recommend that all of you go on the website. It's www.arb.ca.gov. And the Air Resources Board for the state of California has this plan. And they also are asking for comments. And I want to say that the mention in this plan of agriculture is woefully inadequate. There's no mention made of organic agriculture, which has been proven to save global warming. There's no mention made of the aid that would happen if people went to vegetarian or vegan diets. And so you are invited on this website to go make your comments. And I urge all of you and everyone throughout the entire world that's listening to this broadcast to go. You don't have to be a California resident to comment on this, because this plan is a blueprint. This plan could be the plan to save the entire planet. The final thing I want to say is that I want all of you to take a look at this plan and work with your local, city, state, and nation to ensure that this kind of comprehensive plan is taken and implemented right now before the 3 years are up.
What's the website?
arb.ca.gov. And click on Climate.
Do you have any comments, Supreme Master?
Wonderful speech, wonderful. We probably have hope, eh? Yes. Will anybody please log on to that and comment the way Dr. Jim Stewart said? Would we do that?
Yes, absolutely, Master.
It's very good initiative, Dr. Jim. And I wholly agree with you. It would go a step further if we go veg to take care of the other half. And if we all go veg now, then we could even keep the old technology until all can be replaced. Because vegetarian diet or vegan diet takes care of 80% reduction of pollution that causes global warming, according to the calculation from the scientists' evidence. And it is the easiest way, the quickest way, and the safest way that we can eliminate 80% of global warming, and almost immediately. And the rest, 20% from everything else, even cars, airplane, or everything else, can be taken care of by nature. Originally, nature can take care even a little bit more than that. It's just that we overloaded her capacity, and we abused the Mother Earth's resources. So we just have to reverse our actions. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Jim. It's nice to know that the government and everyone is really go out of their way to help saving the earth. I'm so happy. Because once they turn their heart into this compassionate direction, the compassionate and loving energy that generates is enormous. That's why we can combat the negative power who want to destroy our planet before we could even have a chance to be awakened spiritually.
You're watching Words of Wisdom on Supreme Master Television. Join us on Friday for Part 4 of Climate Change International Conference with special guest Supreme Master Ching Hai. Model of Success is up next, right after Noteworthy News. Wishing you ever more happiness and peace in heaven's light and love.